Hi guys, you've probably heard it said before, women are oppressed. Now, this might sound logical to some people, but that's a very surface level take. Dig deeper and you'll see this narrative of men always being the oppressors doesn't quite hold up. Historically, men haven't been just lounging around on thrones while women suffered. Most men grinded through life with tough, back-breaking work. The idea that men have it easy is a misconception that's often used to make men feel guilty, like they owe women something. Fast forward to today, there's a loud chorus of women claiming oppression and urging other women to do the same. This has been hammered in so much that even good guys can start to feel like that they're bad guys. It's a manipulation tactic. Make men feel guilty, and then they won't even question when women start asking for more. Now, let me be clear here. Are there women who have and still are mistreated by men? Absolutely. Every single minute. But is that the whole story? Far from it. Yes, there are bad men out there, but their actions are not because their victims are women. It's because they're just terrible freaking human beings. When a man mistreats a woman, it's rarely an isolated behavior. What I mean is these men usually have a pattern of negative behaviors that go beyond just their interactions with women. These men are usually liars, have control and anger issues, and lack empathy. These are general negative traits that anyone can possess. It's not gender specific. Yet a lot of female victims think that they're targeted solely because of their gender, leading them to pin blame on all men. That's a very flawed narrative. This skewed perspective has led to a very dangerous blurring of lines between male authority and tyranny. Any man with confidence and power is now seen as a potential threat. This idea that systems designed by men inherently oppress women is automatically accepted by our society without any scrutiny. But there's 7 main ways men are oppressed. Number 1, laws. Look at the laws passed to protect women. We're talking about voting rights, workplace equality, laws against domestic violence, you name it. Women have fought for these rights, and rightly so, they've gained them. But where does that leave men? In the legal department, men are lagging. Where are the laws specifically designed to protect men's rights? Number 2, movements. Now consider the success of women's movements. They've been highly successful in furthering their causes. But flip the script. Where are the equivalent movements for men? Almost non-existent. Men's issues, especially those that don't fit the traditional masculine narrative, are often brushed under the rug. That's oppression. Number 3, domestic violence. In cases of physical abuse, there's a default assumption that men are the aggressors. If a man defends himself, he's in big trouble. The system often sides with women, painting them as the default victims. It's a skewed scenario where male victims of abuse are often overlooked and their experiences are often severely diminished. That's oppression. Number 4, custody cases. In legal battles, especially custody cases, the bias is so blatant. Fathers, no matter how fit they are often at a disadvantage against the mother's maternal instinct argument. It's a stereotype that's conveniently used against men. Financially too, men are usually burdened unfairly in divorces, reinforcing the outdated notion that they are the primary breadwinners. Even with the changing workforce dynamics, that's oppression. Number 5, support systems. In terms of support systems, women have a multitude and a plethora of groups backing them. From career advancement to abuse support, there's a network out there for something that a woman has going on. But where are the support groups for men? Guys usually don't speak their feelings or desires because of the very real fear of ridicule or dismissal. Men's issues are often sidelined and considered less significant than women's. That's oppression. Number 6, societal expectations. In terms of societal expectations on men, men are taught to bottle up their emotions and not show weakness. They're expected to just tough it out and keep their struggles to themselves. When a man shows vulnerability, he's often viewed as less capable or less worthy of empathy than his female counterparts. He's told to man up and stop acting like a punk. This double standard is everywhere. Men are damned if they stick to traditional roles and damned if they don't. That's oppression. Number 7, the demonization of masculinity. Now yes, some traditional masculine behaviors can use an update, like the reluctance to seek help, whether it be medical or mental. But labeling masculinity itself as fundamentally toxic is where the real issue lies. This approach demonizes and marginalizes the positive aspects of masculinity, feeding into a narrative that suggests that there's an inherent flaw in simply being a man. That's oppression. So what we're looking at here is a very complex situation where men, contrary to popular belief, face their own kind of oppression with absolutely no solution. It's not about undermining women's issues, but more about acknowledging the gender narrative is more intricate than it seems. Men's struggle and the oppression they face need to be part of the conversation as well. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.